for us. My first, oh, perfect. We're also gonna record this for later. Um, my pronouns are the one, elle, beauty. I'm starting to bring in king, and I want to honor the Indigenous Tene people and the Indigenous Taino people for offering me their land and their wisdom to be able to share it in this space with you. This is Liberation Meditation. I'm like real excited to be here and super jazzed up that you are too. This space is for queer and trans people of color, people of culture, people of the global majority, also known as people of color and multi-ethnic folks. So please respect our space. And if this is not your identity, exit. Thank you. So in alignment with the overall theme of the LGBTQ Workers Center is me offering this workshop. So taking up space and I guess more specifically how we take up space. So in just creating a container together, I want to bring in an oops, an oops and ouch method that we can use in the space, and it can just be a tool that you bring into the world to help you navigate spaces. But to create safer space, we need to acknowledge that our kind intentions create harm and being open to being accountable to that, acknowledging it, being accountable. And so to keep the container that we have right now, or if you're in a meeting or something's already going, you're able to say, ouch, this thing that just happened harmed me. And that's all you have to do. And then the other person who did the harm is saying, oops. And then outside of that container, or when the meeting or when this meditation is over in the reflection area, we can kind of go into things. So use the oops and ouch method freely. I do want to say I don't have electricity at the moment, so I'm on my phone and I don't know how to navigate Zoom on my phone at all. So if something pops in the chat, maybe Ronnie or Molly, you can help relay people messages in. Yeah, because I'm mostly getting these words I'm saying. Thumbs up. Okay, I got that. So thank you for that support. A reminder to take care of yourself if something comes up for you, to the best of your ability, take care of yourself, and you know you best. So whatever's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my alarm, what's it called, like a stopwatch. For the meditation, we'll do a 30-minute block of meditation after, I guess, like 15 minutes of just kind of getting some other things figured out. So what is meditation in general? I saw some of you in the self-preservation. So it seems like you already have a pretty great grasp, and I know some of you from outside of the space. Just getting mindful with yourself, quieting yourself, stilling yourself, and how to meditate doesn't need to be still, right? You can be in movement. We're going to work with movement today. We're going to be, yeah, I guess allowing the flow. It's kind of a spiritual process. I like to add journaling to it so that it can just be whatever it wants to be. So you know you best again, and take care of yourself. So in taking up space, right, we need to care for ourselves. So it's like, how are we showing that? Are we just being? Are we demanding respect? We live in a society where we have to demand respect a lot. It's not just freely given. We're showing up with protection. We're like in rest and in our remedies. And we're also showing up to receive unconditional love. And right, there's like the warrior, but then there's also like the receiving the love and the bounty. that people, the earth, the land have for us. Um, so also showing up in this space, we're going to learn how to balance the 5 aspects of thriving, which are being, doing, loving, resting, and living. Um, and I guess we're going to work on kind of some of the resting and being, and then like how to live, how to like protect ourselves while we're out there living and out there doing. And then right, receiving that loving. So we're showing up thriving, right? It's not that we're just taking up space, but we're taking up this space that is authentic to us, unique to our identities and intersections, and it's like listening and tailoring the experience to ourselves. Um, or at least that's how I want to show up. And what I'm learning in my own life, like how to show up in this way and be. Um, so the 3 areas we're going to focus on are protectance, medicine and remedies, and what's the third one? Pleasure. Of course, we want to be showing up in pleasure, so we can get that unconditional love. We can have firm boundaries and feel nourished in our interactions. Which just saying that out loud, I'm like, ooh, I don't always get that. And so realizing that to get that, I need to shift myself, right? We only have control of ourselves. And that's why we can do the protectance. We can know what our pleasures are and have them around us abundantly. We can be using our medicine. So I guess just protectance a little bit. You can protect the mind, the body, the spirit, your emotional side of your emotions, and then how you process information. I think that is kind of the biggest thing when we have these protectants, when we have our remedies. Um, the way we interact with people is just different, and we're able to have, like I said, that more nourishing experience. Um, yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm going to talk a little bit about the protectants I use, and my remedies and medicine. I guess mostly herbal medicine, but there's all kinds of medicine. Um, yeah, so okay, I'm going to go in on that. Okay, I do need to figure out my stuff. Okay, now it's here. Mhm. Thanks for just bearing with me. I forgot to do this. before. Aha, okay, thank you. So now that I have that done, okay, so some protectants. So in the spiritual world, um, you kind of have like your spiritual squad, which is made up of um, your ancestry, just as a big, your ethnic lineage. And then you might have more specifically like an ancestral council. And so that's like a few of your um, ancestors that you work with like regularly, like about them more specifically. Then you might have guardians. My guardians work kind of like gatekeepers or bouncers. Um, yeah, kind of even different aspects of myself that it's just like a spirit being that has that identity that can kind of like steward me through my life. Um, what else I have here? So then I've got like my spirit team, which is, I guess, everyone else that falls outside of kind of those other main categories. Yeah, and those are just other beings that support you from the spiritual realm. And maybe you commune with them through an altar or meditation or prayer. So then I wanted to talk about charms. Like some people have kind of like a more tangible, I guess- I still have it. So my charm with attunement are these three gemstones. Um, and probably the staff too. Um, and they're all on like a necklace. And so charms to be worn, maybe at rings or bracelets. Um, I guess I also have this little go bag that I take with me. So it has all my protection and my pleasure and my medicine so that when I'm out in the world or, just close to my bed, whatever I'm needing, that's it. Um, so I'm trying to show you another charm. So I have snake guardians, and so I have like this play snake who I put in my pocket. So when I'm going out for like a big, like by myself, got to get my errands done day, I have that. Um, and that's been going really well. So charming things, I was thinking like tattoos. These aren't necessarily charms, but some people put their protectants, like ink them on their body, carry them in their clothing, um, however you want to interact with your charms. Maybe they're just on your altar space and you have that kind of anchor in your home for when you're out. And so today, too, in the meditation, I'm going to offer you my magical shield and I'm going to put that protection on you and just kind of feel what your body feels like and if you get any messages about what works for you. And so I have a magical shield. I've known people who have like clothing, like that is a shield. Maybe they have like a pair of overalls and, have like that more physical shield. Um, while mine is more like magical, ethereal, emotional. Um, and we all have protectants for different reasons. My magical shield that I use, I made